Broward Boulevard, substandard width lane, no marked bike lane, not 14 feet, not legal to pass within the lane. I'm getting a ticket for riding in the lane. The officer says I am not allowed to occupy a full lane. I'm between 31st and 33rd here. Clearly not 14 feet, but we'll come out and measure it later. Just riding along, taking the lane, behaving like any other vehicle would. Officer told me I should move to the right for my safety because apparently it's safe for me to be in the gutter and get close passed by cars. Told me I had to produce an ID, which, you know, once he insisted, I gave him the ID. I can only hope now he's calling someone, asking them what the relevant statute that says I cannot occupy a lane somehow, that somehow I don't have the rights and responsibilities of a vehicle on a Florida road. Apparently running my history back to the beginning of time. Gonna come up with those tater salad things in my past. Obviously, all I had to do was, you know, smile, say thank you, and ride in the gutter. But here I am insisting on my rights because I don't want to get killed, sideswiped by riding in the gutter. So I have to put up with this guy telling me that the law says I can't occupy a full lane on Broward Boulevard, substandard lane, no marked bike lane, just operating like any other vehicle, any motorcycle, any scooter, any bicycle, can take the full lane, but nobody has told him yet. And now we got backup. I was riding along, legally occupying the full lane, and he says that I have to ride in the gutter. He says I can't occupy a full lane on Broward Boulevard. This is a substandard width lane. There's no marked bike lane. It's a substandard width lane. It's not legal or safe for cars to pass me, so I'm allowed to take a full lane. I thought everybody had gotten that memo, but he's giving me a ticket for occupying the full lane. And I actually insisted. I said, I would like your name and badge number on a piece of paper that says I'm not allowed to take the full lane. So, here we are.
Where do you live, man?
Huh?
Where do you live?
Over that way. In that direction, yeah.
Do you normally ride up and down Broward?
Yeah. Well, I take this trunk to this point because it feels a lot safer. I can take the lane there. I don't usually get bothered, but when I do have to ride on Broward, I take the full lane so that I'm visible.
But there's a lot of traffic. Why would you not just ride on the sidewalk? You put yourself in your...
See that car right there?
Yeah.
That's why I don't ride on the sidewalk, because people pull out. They don't stop until they're already like hitting me. The safest place for me to be is operating as a vehicle, because a bicycle is a vehicle.
I know, but if he pulls out, like he wouldn't know the road, you'd still be in the path of his vehicle. In a full lane.
Well, no, they stop before they get to the actual road. And when I ride left tire track, just like you would on a motorcycle or a scooter, I ride exactly where a motorcycle or a scooter would ride.
I would think the sidewalk would be safer. There's a lot of crazy drivers on Broward.
I've ridden enough sidewalk to know that you get hit on the sidewalk. Everybody pulling out it. People never stop behind the line. If everybody stopped behind the line, the sidewalk would be pretty safe. But in actual reality, it's not a safe place to ride.
Unfortunately, we don't have the best drivers in South Florida.
Even if I'm just at the right-hand edge of the roadway, they pull right out in front of you. The safest place for a bicycle to be is taking the full lane.
This is the first time you've been stopped before?
For this in particular, yeah. I think most of the police officers have gotten the memo that we're entitled to a full lane.
No, it's a lot of why he stopped you. I know we've had a lot of
He pulled.
that's been hit on the roadway.
He came up next to me and told me to move to get out of the lane, basically. And I said, no, I'm illegally allowed to be here. And I stopped to talk to him, because at the point when somebody's driving next to you trying to talk to you, that's really unsafe too. So I stopped to talk to him, and then we were stopped in the lane, but there was no traffic coming, so we weren't impeding yet. Which again is why it's perfectly safe for me to be in that lane. There was no traffic coming except for the officer, who had 2 lanes to safely pass me in. So I mean,
He's probably just looking out for your safety.
yeah, but I'm not safer on the edge of the roadway for the reasons I've said.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
You have a valid point, but I mean, it goes both ways. It's like a swinging pendulum, you know?
Well, no, the law is actually quite clear that I have the right to the full lane.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
the law doesn't protect against idiot drivers.
Right, and so I have to do the safest thing, which I have learned in my experience, and I have been hit by a car before. And when I got hit by a car, you know where I was? Right-hand edge of the road. Actually, both times. One time it was because they were coming off of I-95, and if you're out here, they see you. If you're riding on the far right in the gutter, they come right out. And the other time was a side swipe this way where I got pushed into the curb and then they took off. So both times riding in that far right where he's telling me that I supposedly legally have to be.
Mr. Ellis, you're more than welcome to argue your point in court. You're more than welcome.
Excellent. Just wanted your name and badge number on something that says I can't take the full lane. Excellent. That's all I wanted. Thank you for your service.
And I'll make sure to let the judge know how courteous you were.
Where's my ID?
Oh, I'm sorry. There you go.
Thank you, sir.